And we're back, and it's time to see... I was trying to think of an intro. It's just like, alright, it's the beginning of the end of the Foresters of the White Hills of this game. One way or another, we'll find out. A lot of people are dying. This is over by the time this video is done. So, last time, episode 5, Asher got an army, got it back, only to lose some of them, and then have Roderick sacrifice himself in order to get him out. So, we are coming up... Don't stop it. Stop knocking into stuff, please. Sorry, cat's jumping up on the desk, bumping into the screen, my interface, my microphone, just bumping into everything with her big furry butt. Get back here. Okay, she's leaving. Okay, so... this is not a new recording session, so we're not on the title, but we're just gonna get into it. Usually on for Telltale games, I take the last episode and just make it a big long gauntlet. I'll probably put a break in for the sake of editing, but this is gonna be the end. Episode 6. They can live in my new world or die in their old one. Targaryen Daenerys. So yeah, let's just dive into it. Episode 6. The end of this. And I looked it up. I just looked up okay, what did playthrough say, episode 6, and just looking at the timestamps of videos, and it's hour and a half, 2 hours long. So we're just gonna make this one big thing.
Previously on Game of Thrones.
But now I realize it might be far more entertaining to watch Lud tear you to pieces.
I was gonna say, taking a while to load in a thing. God, it is hot out today.
Last house standing wins.
You have a good head for business, Lady Mira. What you need more than anything is an ally.
I have to get in there, Sarah.
Look, I can't get you in. Marjorie's already furious with you. You owe me for this.
You're weak, just like Ethan was, making Duncan his sentinel.
Yeah, that jealous bitch. Sorry.
Where are you?
Right, we still have that knife. Maybe.
Tell him the North Grove must never be lost.
Everything's gonna come to a head one way or another. So it's find out what happened to Mira, if she's gonna come out of this, see if we find that North Grove, if it's probably not gonna be able to help us now. And just the war between the Foresters and White Hills ends today.
Let me save your life and our house. Iron from ice, brother. Iron from ice.
All right. Garrett Tuttle.
Can you see anything? Is it the North Grove?
I don't know yet.
I just see a moon.
The North Grove, beneath the watchful eye of the Ice Dragon. The Ice Dragon?
Oh, the Borealis, huh? Or maybe?
The Forester Sigil. Those look like ironwood trees. Hear the werewoods whisper. Haven't seen any werewoods this far north.
Oh, could the constellation...
That must be it. We're close. I think I found it.
You found it? Are you sure? We can't afford to waste any more time. Not with the condition he's in.
I found it, Sylvie.
That's a little
Right
confident,
under the
but...
eye of the Ice Dragon. Just like it says on the map.
You hear that? Hey, it must be close.
Sorry, I'm
you're
coughing
right.
so much.
I don't know how much further he can go. We need to keep moving.
Jesus, sorry.
Oh!
His wound is getting worse.
Tried to patch it.
Burns! It burns like all 7 L's combined. Oh.
I did what you asked. Jesus.
Listen, Garrett. I know I'm not well. And up here that can get you killed. But you've always been there for me. If anything happens, I want you to leave me. You take Sylvie and don't look back. Promise me, Garrett. I need to know you'll do it.
Sylvie would never stand for it. She'd never leave you behind.
Which is why it'll have to be you, Garrett. I mean
Man.
this, Garrett. If I'm gone,
Sorry.
Sylvie will need someone to look after her. I know she's stubborn and proud, but she's a good person.
You
know
can
you
count
can
on me.
count on me.
Thank you, Garrett. I know she can hold her own, but she's still my little sister.
And he's looking rough.
What are you doing?
I
Jesus,
found
sorry.
Nightshade. It's poisonous, but in small doses it can help with pain. It's rare this far north.
It sounds
little-
dangerous.
I get it, but
In the wrong hands, it can be deadly. But I know
Sorry.
how to use it. Can you help?
if not make him die a little faster. We're definitely being stalked by wildlings.
You see this?
It's claw marks.
Whatever made this must be enormous.
Bear. Jesus, sorry.
Claw marks. Gods.
Probably a bear. That would go in with the iconography we've seen with them. So this is probably connected to their family in some way.
It's been torn apart.
Starts playing with his jaw. Oh no!
Must be
It
a
is
fresh kill.
frightfully cold out here. Sorry. Oh, werewood tree. Hey, bud. This is gonna be a bad way for Cotter to die, because that's probably what's gonna happen.
Shit! We have to cross the ice! Get Cotter across! I'll hold it off! Go!
Garrett, come across!
Sorry, you're a little echoey, because that really hurt. Oop. I'm sure the bear's fine, honestly. Maybe.
Seven hells.
I don't know why I still have my sword. I think it fell out of my hand. Oh well.
Come on!
This is probably a bear den. It's like, oh, that was very stupid of us. Don't worry, I got a torch, bear facing right in your face. Ooh.
You were right, Garrett.
Teaming up blue
This
fire.
has to be the North Grove.
Oh, finally.
Look at this place.
I can hardly believe it's real.
I suppose this is the last, like, Ironwood Reserve.
Whoever they are, they can help us.
Maybe those people did find it.
Hurry!
We come in peace, we swear.
Garrett!
Help.
Cotter, I need all your strength. We need to get to that village.
Help, help, help!
Help us!
Do something!
Okay, I was gonna say, a warg. Oh, I wonder if he was controlling the bear.
Please.
It's like, yeah, that...
Wait! No!
Garrett! Tell them!
I represent House Forrester. I was squire to Lord Gregor himself.
We don't know who that is. Now he's just gonna kill you harder. Ours is the fury. Okay, maybe that did something. If it didn't just piss him off, I guess we'll find out. Okay, so yeah, the North Grove, just like, I guess the only other place where ironwood can grow, so there is like one last reserve in the world, probably. But I guess we'll see what happens. Got nothing to add. Okay, there's a lot of pieces fall into place. We found the, you know, the grove, but what does it actually mean? Like, yeah, if it's supposed to be the last thing for the Foresters, yeah, again, it's another spring of ironwood, that, you know, if they get to forest it out, maybe that could be the last bit of ironwood they can use. Big risk, and, you know, gotta make sure that is properly maintained so no one else knows about it. And that's probably why it was so secretive. If the Whitehills found out about it, they'd probably go looking for it, and then, you know, just wipe it out. So, the fact that we did not tell anyone. Episode 6, The Ice Dragon. I was gonna say, I'm sure that's gonna be literal in some way. Well, Cersei, it went bad. Mira Forrester, King's Landing. Sorry.
What were you thinking?
Okay, that's Marjorie blowing up on Sarah.
We're in, but you...
Please, Lady Marjorie. Please don't send me back to Highgarden.
Finally, you grace us with your presence. I was beginning to think you'd found someone else to serve.
Is everything all right, my lady?
No!
What's happened?
I'll get to you in a moment. Do you realize how precarious my position is with Cersei?
Of course, my lady.
Of all the people in King's Landing, you steal from the Queen Regent.
I didn't mean...
Did you know about this?
The wine.
Sarah's been stealing wine. From Cersei, no less. As if I haven't got enough to worry about.
No, my lady. It doesn't sound like something Sarah would do.
Is that so?
I had no idea.
Really? Half the servants in the keep are talking about it, but somehow you're in the dark?
That's fair. Oh well.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't get so flustered. It's just... I need order in my household. Until I'm married to Tommen, I can't afford any more mistakes. I have no choice but to make changes among my handmaidens. Tommen's garden party, Mira. What were you thinking? I can't believe you'd be so irresponsible. I expected better of you.
I had urgent
Garden
business
party. We
then,
can't
my
act
lady.
stupid. We
People
know.
were counting on me. Otherwise, I would never have disobeyed you.
That's
I'm
not gonna
sure
fly.
you had your reasons, Mira. You always do. At
Your
least you're
stupid
honest
reasons.
about it. Sarah's been saying some damning things about you, Mira.
I knew it.
I suspect in an effort to save her own neck.
My lady, please.
You've said enough. One of you must answer for this. Sarah says you used her to get you into the party. You've been with me a long time, Mira. When I'm queen, I'll need people I can count on. Please, tell me this isn't true.
It is.
Mira, please.
It was all Sarah's idea.
Go back to Highgarden.
We're not throwing her under the bus.
Lady,
What's the point? We burned so many bridges with Marjorie already.
Sarah's telling the truth.
I mean, it is what happened.
This has been building for some time, Mira, but it still breaks my heart.
Oh, boo-hoo.
I've been nothing but good to you.
Eh.
I've put up with your schemes. I've even tried to help you and your family where I could.
You didn't do
And
anything!
you repay me with this. I feel betrayed.
And I feel nothing, because
I
you really did
won't
nothing
have
for
it.
me.
You'd have done the same in my position.
Don't tell
You
me what
have
I
been-
would or would not do.
You have been doing the same in your
Consider
position.
yourself dismissed from my service.
But my lady.
Get out.
I go, if we kept putting, you know, more or stuff on Sarah, it's just like, Sarah is blameless, and that's just, you know, painting too broadly. Or not, that's not the right word. Just, it's too obvious. Oh well. Good thing we're in good with Cersei Lannister. Shit.
Mira, wait. I'm so sorry. She was so angry. I didn't know what else to do.
It's fine,
You
honestly.
saved me from being sent home. I can't believe you did that for me.
Throw her out the window. That'd be so cruel.
I expected I'd be on my way to Highgarden by now. But you stood up for me.
You're my friend, Sarah. I look after the people I care about.
Thank you, Mira. I really mean it.
Just get married
I
real
know
quick and
you
make me a
didn't have
handmaiden,
to.
please.
I wish things had turned out differently. But I suppose this is goodbye. I'm not sure when.
You need to sharpen your
I'm
game.
not sure we'll see each other again.
Tarwick is a lovely man. Good luck with your wedding.
Thanks, Mira. I'll send you an invitation.
Just send it to my neck
There's something
stump.
I need to tell you. Something I heard. There are some vile rumors going on about you.
Rumors?
About you murdering a Lannister guard. I thought you should know.
Thanks, Sarah.
Careful, Mira. You're on your own now.
I'm guessing Cersei's already checked her room and found the knife. Probably. I'm sure if we kept the letter, that's exactly what would have happened. Just like all the evidence of our various deeds getting found and dug up. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na.
They're right behind us. Less than half a league.
You were right, my lord.
I know that snot-nosed bastard Griff. He was sent to kill me, not Roderick. He wouldn't run home to his father without trying again.
Even though we got Roderick.
Listen close! I want the road surrounded. Ride hard for Ironrath. Don't turn back. If this goes to hell, they'll need to know about Roderick. Yeah! Lay low and be ready to strike the moment I give the order.
And what order is that, Asher?
Fight like hell.
Paint the road with their blood.
Yeah!
Seven hells! Take them!
I don't see Griff, so he must have bailed. Whoops, too early.
No Griff.
Oh, he's a bloody coward.
Your brother was the coward. You should have seen him squeal. When Griff gutted him like a pig.
You're in no position to taunt, guy.
You think this...
Oh, shut up.
My lord.
I was backing off. I miffed, if you can't see. I have the right to be miffed. I saw my brother for the first time in years, and now he's dead.
We're going to kill them all for this.
Not all of them.
I wish I had known him, Asher. I'll never get to drink with him, fight by his side, complain about what an arse his little brother is.
Roderick was everything that I'm not. He was shrewd where I'm reckless. He was just. Roderick, he kept this house together through sheer force of will. My brother was a true lord.
They'll sing songs about him someday. But you're the lord here now, like it or not, by the laws of your land. And to these men, you've more than proven yourself.
I know. If I don't become lord, Roderick's sacrifice, everything we went through, will be for nothing.
You'll make Roderick proud. Make your father proud.
Yeah, this feels like
Only
a
he
good
can see
end
me
to,
now.
like, his story.
We have to go.
This feels like Asher,
Lord
you know,
Whitehill
taking the
will be on
reins.
the march.
Let's move!
Our blades are sharp, indeed. They cut real nice. Okay. Kind of set up the pieces for all these stories, so what do we got now? Oh, I figured we were going to cut back to Garrett, but okay. I come with bad news! Now I just hope our savages stay in line.
Asher.
Sorry.
Roderick.
Yeah. I know.
How could this happen? It makes no sense.
He died a hero.
Gregor was a hero. Ethan was a hero. Now Roderick?
I'm sick of a family of
Means
heroes.
nothing to me.
It was his sacrifice that enabled us to escape.
It's not fair.
Now we're stuck with Asher.
Talia.
Wait, hold on.
Lord, listen to me. We don't dare take time to mourn. Not yet. Lord is sure to move quickly now. He could be at our gates before nightfall. But there's hope yet! I've brought help! Warriors from across the narrow sea, with no equal in Westeros.
The ones that have more interesting designs are probably better.
Whatever their skill, they are hardly an army.
Milady, I've seen them twice in battle. I've seen Asher lead them. They're a force to be reckoned with and will be more than equal to whatever Lud could muster.
Boy, that's giving them a
can
lot
you
of
say
credit,
that?
but
We've already lost.
What are you talking about?
Ramsay Snow. He came here. He set terms of war. He said the last house standing wins.
And with the Lord of House Forrester dead.
I fear she's right. By the terms put forth by the Boltons, we don't have a claim.
Roderick may be dead, but the Lord of House Forrester stands before you. I will
I didn't think
lead
about
us
that
in battle.
technicality, but
This war is not over until I say it is!
Asher will lead us!
Asher is our lord!
Asher, I wish this were a happier occasion. But this sword has been held by a Forrester lord for centuries.
hell yeah, we got the big
No.
one.
It is yours.
Asher is Lord of House Forrester.
All hail Asher Forrester, Lord of Ironrath, defender of the Ironwood Groves.
I never claimed to be the leader my brother was. He was the true lord of this house. But I do know how to fight. By the gods, we will avenge him!
We ain't got much, but we're trying. Sorry. The North Grove. Alright, everyone just chill.
He's lying. Look at him. He's a crow. He doesn't represent the Foresters.
We've got a map and everything.
Seen a crow this far north of the wall. Must be a deserter.
Hear me out.
I don't trust fucking deserters.
I mean,
And you're
fair.
traveling with a wildling. We're not your enemy, says the man who wounded my bear, who came here uninvited.
Well, it's not like we
I
got an
could have killed
invitation.
you out there, as easily then as I could now.
He's a warg.
The bear likes your kind even less than I do, so I suggest you shut your mouth. Your blade pierced his shoulder, and I felt the pain as if it were mine. You couldn't possibly understand what that's like. But I could make you understand.
Alright, let's
Enough, Josera.
chill.
He claims to serve House Forrester.
Let's talk about
Anyone could say as much. What proof do you have? If you'd have us believe it's not a lie.
Talia's necklace seems like the most...
I was given this by Talia Forrester before I left.
We don't know who that
It's
is.
the Forrester sigil, made from ironwood.
I was gonna say, the map was made by Forrester, I think.
Harida East.
Okay.
You trust this crow?
That necklace is Forrester Ironwood. No one else could craft it as well.
It flips
My
out and
friend
everything.
is wounded.
Jesus, sorry.
He
Yep,
won't
he's already,
live long without our help.
he's already dead.
High Vis.
Wait! Where are you taking him?
Who is this girl?
His sister.
Is she a prisoner? Why else would you be traveling with a wildling?
She's my friend.
A wildling girl?
Yes.
I told you we couldn't trust him.
She'll betray you the first chance she gets. My name is Elsera Snow. This is my brother Josera.
What is this place?
Jesus, sorry.
A refuge against the forces of darkness during the long night. A place of great power to those who know how to use it. I assume that's why you're here.
You're a long way from home, aren't you? There must be a reason you've come all this way.
Lord Gregor's last words before he fell were, "The North Grove must never be lost."
What do you mean? Last words before he fell?
What do you think it means?
Lord Gregor was slain at the Twins months ago, betrayed by Walder Frey.
I was gonna say, how in the loop are these people?
You didn't know? Of course. How could you?
How'd you even know Gregor? Or, yeah.
He has no idea who we are.
Why would he?
You're right. He's just a messenger. All he did was use some ironwood necklace they gave him. Why should we trust him with anything? They clearly didn't. Otherwise, he would know.
Lord Gregor was willing to trust me. If he was, then you can too.
He wasn't the best judge of character.
Perhaps
You don't know
Lord
me.
Gregor never told anyone.
I wouldn't be surprised. Better to hide his shame where no one could find out. Whites.
Gregor went senden Björnen.
I was gonna say, I hope we didn't lead White Walkers here. Is blue fire more effective than regular fire?
What about them?
Hiftanes.
What? No! Let me go!
Did they teach you to fight at Castle Black?
Yep, and before then,
I
too.
hope they did. Otherwise, you're likely to die.
I can handle whites. I fought the dead before.
Your confidence will
Like a
get
day
you
before I got
killed.
here. I'll be back for you.
This place is evil, Garrett. I can feel it. There's something wrong with these people. Those warriors. They're not normal free folk. Not like any I've ever seen.
Ready.
Aye.
Alright, we'll hash this out later. Just stay there. Hang tight. Alright, I'm in trouble, I'm in trouble, I'm in trouble, I'm in trouble, I'm in trouble. Tom!
Lady Mira, wait.
Tom, what is it?
Guards, they're searching your room.
They're gonna find that knife.
Break it down! Search the place!
They're coming after us for the murder.
Shit. The knife is in there.
We should have gotten rid of that ages ago. Come on, we can't stay here.
I was gonna say, well, if we ditched it in the garden, it probably would have been found right then and
Sarah
there.
said she'd heard rumors about me.
It's all over the keep, milady. They're saying you take Lannister men to your bed and murder them in their sleep.
It was only the one.
What?
I didn't even get that far.
That's ridiculous.
It'd be ridiculous,
Cuddles,
milady,
ow, ow, ow.
if
Sorry, I'm
soldiers
getting
weren't
attacked by a
smashing
cat.
in your door. They're saying
Chill out.
you
Okay,
killed that
put you down
Lannister
gently.
guard. There's more. Someone sent the captain of the guard a message about you. Dropped off at the guardhouse.
You mean someone's plotting against me? What was in the message?
Murder accusations, most likely. Whoever's behind this, they're making their move now. If those
Don't mind
guards
me.
catch you, if they catch us, we've got to stay close to Lady Marjorie.
That's not really an option.
They won't touch us if we're with her.
Lady Marjorie dismissed me. For good.
What? What for?
A lot of
It's
conniving.
not important. Just... we can't count on her.
Then we've had it, Lady Mira.
Calm down.
It'll be fine. Turn the
Anakin isn't
corner
going
and there's
down.
loads of
Those
guards.
guards won't stop until they find someone for Damien's death. What are we going to do, Lady Mira?
You could take the fall for me.
How are we getting out of this one?
Being near me is dangerous, Tom. You should get as far away as possible.
Appreciate the thought, milady. But we're in this together. But I don't know how to aid you now. Tell me and I'll help you. Whatever it is, we can't stay here.
Things are too dangerous for me here, Tom. I need to get back to Ironrath.
There's a collier's store by the river gate. On Muddy Way. The owners are like family. You'll be safe.
Boy,
From
I hope
there,
so.
We can get you out of King's Landing.
Who's there?
Just shove him into the candlestick.
For ya.
Get to the colliers. Tell Tell Godwin I sent you.
Got Godwin, another...
The Coal Boy. Take him.
Man. I was gonna say, you can't sacrifice yourself like this, buddy. I thought we were given a choice, but okay. Well, he's dead. He's absolutely dead. Who was even helping him in the first place? Okay. I'm sure maybe we'll still have a chance to find out, but it's like, what is your deal, man? The bunk, you know? What? It's cold out here. I miss my shoulder pad.
Mira told us he was gathering an army. We have her to thank it's not bigger, but we can't fight that.
He doesn't expect us to. He's trying to frighten us into surrender. I want every bolt aimed at Lord Whitehill the moment he appears.
I suppose if we surrender, we get, well, probably not.
Ryan! Crossbows up!
Asher Forrester! Show your face, boy!
Sorry.
Ryan! He's frightened, Father. Anya!
Well, Lord, you must not have much faith in this army of yours if you feel the need to hide behind my little brother.
You mistake me, Forrester. Ryan is here for your protection, to stop you from being stupid. You see, I'm here to end this once and for all. You got your little revenge on my men, but it's time you listen to reason.
I'm guessing it's a surrender to save Ryan.
And kill every last one of you. Or we could end the bloodshed here and now. This war is over, Asher. It ended the moment Roderick fell. By Ramsay's rules, I'm the victor here. This will all be mine now. One way or another.
I never
You
agreed.
put too much stock in Ramsay's terms. Terms set by a madman. Terms that I never agreed to.
You really think Lord Ramsay will ask if you're in favor of his terms before flaying you alive for breaking them?
Let's put all this ugliness behind us. I'm willing to talk terms of your surrender.
Surrender?
Open your halls and bend the knee as my bannermen. You continue to produce ironwood, under my supervision, of course. And you will join your house to mine, for all to see, by wedding my Gwyn.
No. Well, fuck me.
Asher, you can't!
That would be easier to believe coming from Gwyn herself. Where is she?
Far away from all this, of course. Besides, I speak on her behalf as her father. I would just as happily kill you all and be done with it. But I'm very generously giving you a way to keep your bloody lives. Oh, one last thing. As a show of my goodwill, I've brought home the body of your lord. Your brother was too stubborn to know when it was over.
Roderick, let me see him. I want to see my brother.
I'm sure your people will be relieved to keep their lives.
I'm not sure what to go with.
Surprisingly honourable gesture, Lord.
Of course it was. You have an hour. I'll be waiting in my camp.
The biggest thing is, if a war breaks out, Ryan's the first to get his neck, neck slit. So that's the thing. All this is to help him. I don't know if you want to see this. I was gonna say, make sure it's actually his body.
No!
He is banged up.
I'm sorry, little brother. I've buried too many sons.
You deserved more days than what you were given, brother. And a better death than this. The world is colder for your passing.
Forgive me, I just... Perhaps the time has come to truly let this bloodshed end. We simply accept. We bow our heads and Asher marries Gwyn.
Craven.
It's not the worst terms I've ever heard.
I may have loved Gwyn once, but this isn't real. And Lord will have my head the moment Gwyn produces an heir.
There will be no marriage. If we bow our heads now, we'll always be his slaves.
We have to kill them, Asher.
Aye, piss on surrender. Let's ride out and kill them all.
Aye. We ride for war! We ride!
Yeah, Ryan, that's the problem. I'm willing to throw down Gwyn be damned.
One of them. But Lord still has Ryan. A direct attack is a sure way to see another Forrester dead today. But there may be another way we could win this. Lord rules that house with an iron fist. His sons, his bannermen, do nothing without his say-so. There may be 500 men outside that wall. Without Lord at the lead...
They'll scatter like chickens with their heads cut off.
That's good, but how? Ludd will not simply cast aside his men and offer his neck. Such a task is easily said, but Ludd is wary.
Simple. We tell Lord exactly what he wants to hear. We invite him inside to celebrate and drink to our union.
And then?
An ambush. Your pit fight is hidden until the last moment.
No, an ambush is too chaotic. Things could go badly quickly. Ludd could escape.
There's another way. Poison. In his wine.
That's too obvious.
A woman's weapon.
Yes, and a good one. Lethal and direct.
Either plan is high risk. We only lure Ludd inside if the whole family is there to sell it. Talia and Ryan will both be in danger.
I understand the risks. But an ambush is the best way to kill as many Whitehills as possible.
Yeah, the poison feels too obvious. I know the ambush could go real bad real fast, especially with this lot, but yeah, poison, that is a show of faith that's going to be too obvious to sniff out.
As soon as we move on, Lord.
Not a problem. You know you're the only family I've ever had. That makes Ryan my brother too.
Oh,
I won't
big old
forget
softy.
I've forgotten the number of times I've heard you say that.
I've said that before.
We will avenge Roderick's death tonight, whatever it takes.
Send word to Lud. We'll drink this night to the prosperous future of our united houses.
I mean, and they're probably expecting it's like, oh, this is obviously a trap, right? Growing strong.
She's left the key.
Just gonna walk out of here. Maybe I should change clothes because these fancy garbs are too obvious.
Lady Mira!
There she is! Take her!
What's all this?
I'll tell you on our way. You're making a big mistake. Don't you know who this is?
Doesn't matter who he is. We're here for you.
This is Lord Rickard Morgren, the most powerful ironwood merchant in King's Landing. One word to your superiors, and he'll have you carted off to the war. Rickard,
Tell them how far you'd go to protect your friends.
Lady Mira, I hope these men aren't bothering you.
We have orders from Captain Lucan
Let me worry about Lucan. You worry about buying yourselves a few tankards. On me. Thank you for keeping our city safe.
All right, whatever.
Can I
Thank
take
you.
somewhere, Lady Mira?
Out of here, maybe? I have a feeling this isn't gonna fly. This is obviously gonna go bad. It's like Morgwin's up to something.
The Rivergate. Thank you.
The Rivergate! Quick as you can! What's going on, Mira? Is there a problem?
Someone's plotting
I mean,
against
let's be
me.
honest.
Plotting? What do you mean?
What do you think I mean?
Malicious rumors. And worse, they've set the guard after me.
I see. That is worrying indeed. Clearly you've made powerful enemies here in King's Landing. Or
I have a feeling this is gonna bite us.
You've made short work of one of them, at least. I hear Lord Andros has found a home in the Black Cells. I'm impressed.
Oh, well, how about that?
It seems he took on the wrong handmaiden and lost.
Andros was sending sellswords to Ironwrath. I couldn't let that happen.
No need to explain to me. I'm glad he's out of the way.
Now he's the only Ironwood merchant.
Of course, now that you've gotten rid of my biggest competitor, all kinds of opportunities have opened up. Particularly in your part of the Seven Kingdoms. The Ironwood market is wide open. A lot of gold to be made.
There's opportunity enough for both of us, Lord Morgren.
That's
Think
probably
of
not how
what we
it's gonna
could
fly.
accomplish if we work together.
I have thought about it. I've thought about it a great deal. You're clever, Mira. Breaking into the Imp's chambers and stealing that decree. That was bold. Of course, I knew you'd be a problem when we first met. Imagine a handmaiden stealing the Crown's Ironwood contract from under my nose. That's why I bribed that Lannister guard to kill you.
That checks out.
Don't look so surprised. You must have known you'd become a target sooner or later. Killing Lannister guards does not go unnoticed.
Do you really think you'll get away with this?
Of course he will.
I already have.
Checks out,
After
honestly.
Lud takes Ironwrath, he and I will control the Ironwood trade entirely. You've been very helpful, Mira. But it's time to get you out of the way. Can't have you complicating things.
The Whitehills don't understand Ironwood. They can't take care of the forests.
You'll
You
run
may
out.
control the trade, but they'll run it into the ground. Only the foresters really know those woods. You're a fool not to see that.
Easy.
If they leave the hills bare, I'll find another forest. I couldn't care less, and neither should you, because you'll be dead.
Okay. I mean, I know we talked too much to this guy, but it was worth a shot. Throat chop.
We've arrived. Now get out of my fucking litter!
Lucan, fancy coming across you here.
Checks
I
out.
seem to have found something you're looking for.
Like you have, my lord. I've been searching for this murderer a long time. Finally, I got her.
You don't need to do this, Lucan.
Yeah, nothing's
Whatever
gonna
you
fly
think
here.
you know, we can work something out.
Shut your liar's mouth. It's time you answered for your crimes.
Take her to the cells. Chin up, Mira. I'm sure if you ask him nicely, the headsman will be quick.
Yeah. Obviously, this guy was too good to be true, so it's like, yeah, okay. We're playing him, and he played us right back. Okay, hold on. We're not ending the episode. We're just going to put a break in here since we're 50 minutes in. Actually, no. Let's keep going a little bit longer.
Forgive my brother's temper.
Because I'm just going to put a break in,
Said over
because when things
time,
near an
wargs
hour,
adopt the
sometimes the
traits
recording
of
get a
their
little
animal.
weird on Elgato 4K.
And your
but
news was unexpected. You see, Gregor Forrester was our father.
What?
We are his bastards. I
That's why
doubt
she was
anyone
called
knows.
Snow.
It was his dark secret. And he feared his family would find out.
No one at Ironraft knows of this. Not that I've ever heard.
I suspected as much. Josra would say he banished us to hide his shame. But I like to think it's because he knew what we were. That he was protecting us in his own way.
Huh.
We thought one day Gregor would come and see everything we've built.
I'm sure he would have liked to after the
But
war.
instead it was you. You are the first to arrive. It must have been a difficult journey. Few try, and fewer still live to tell about it.
I wouldn't have made it alone. I had help from my friend Cotter and Sylvie.
But
And
they
another
were
guy who didn't make it
following
that
your
far.
lead. You were the one who was sent by House Forrester.
I was gonna say,
Our father
what?
entrusted us with protecting the North Grove. That has always been our purpose. But we've learned there's a power here, Garrett. A power we've only just begun to understand. Winter is coming, and we haven't much time.
Gregor ven Fionden Bjorne Sager ven. Svealoden Mopre befastan.
Okay. I was gonna say, Gregor, how did all this happen? Did he just go on a a screw fest with wildlings or something? Oh no, he had Duncan delivering them here, huh? No, he couldn't have, because, well, he's the only one who knew. He must have had something set up. Anyways. I haven't had a turn to do anything yet. Back chop. There goes one. Should have did the closer one. Uh-oh. Hunt! No, I was hoping to just kick the head off. Oh, Finn. I was gonna say, I'm sure he shows up. Still has a hell of a hook. Sorry, buddy. Where's the torch so I can light more arrows? Sorry.
Did you know
He was a good
him?
brother.
Maybe I'm wrong, but you keep looking at him.
He was my friend. His name was Finn. He was here because of me. I let him join when we left Castle Black.
That was his choice. It's not your fault.
I still feel bad about it.
Now his watch has ended.
No, at least he burned like they're supposed to. Poor taste.
You fought well. For a crow.
It's kind of our thing.
I wouldn't go that far. Although I admit, you can fight. Maybe they did teach you something at Castle Black.
You fought well yourself. Or at least your bear did.
His name is Shadow.
Irony.
Killing them I don't mind. It's the burning that stays with you. You'll never forget that stench.
And we lost a couple
what
along
they
the
just
way.
did? They don't care about their own.
That's not it.
My sister has trained them well. Emotion is a weakness, according to her.
They don't mourn their dead.
They've been trained to fight. Nothing else matters but that. The more my sister's doing, not mine.
The whites grow bolder by the day. Ever since the wildling tribes went south with Mance Raider.
Are you alright? You don't look well.
It's nothing. I'm fine.
I don't believe you. Everyone who says that ends up dead.
Fulgor and Bisoneer.
The way
Did you
they're
not hear
acting.
me? Fulgor and Suna!
What?
Wait! Fulgor and Bisoneer.
They're under a spell. That's the magic they found. Or at least it's what she can use. That's why he keeps saying stuff like, she trained them well.
What was that?
Don't worry about it.
It's blood magic. The more she uses it, the weaker she becomes. And they can sense it. Elsera's a fool to keep taking these risks.
Is there some way to help her?
She is convinced her blood magic is the only way to protect the North Grove. That her warriors are the answer. But she can't control it. I worry about her. It's more dangerous than she knows.
I was gonna say, are
she was
all
right
the...
about one thing, though. The whites are growing bolder. And the worst is yet to come.
Okay, yeah, I guess I'm not... Are just her and him the Gregor's bastards, or are all these people here his bastards? Or are those the wildlings that found this place and she's controlling them through the blood magic?
That's why he sent you, isn't it? To bring us back to Ironrath. To
I
crush
honestly
our
don't
enemy
know.
south of the wall. And avenge his death.
You're right. House Forrester needs our help. We could return south.
Think of what we could do. I'm sure we could convince Elsera to join us. I know what my father said. The North Grove can never be lost. But he wouldn't want us to die because of it.
I mean, we're gonna show up late to the battle at this rate. Oh, and she got away. Okay, we're gonna put a quick break in just for recording purposes, so hold on a second. I'm gonna get a quick drink. Okay, back, continuing on. Got a drink, let the dog out for a bit, and she came back with, like, a fully cooked steak. And I'm like, where did you even get that? And it's like, it's huge, and she's been chewing on it, and it's like, I don't even know where she got that. But it's like 10 p.m. Where'd she find it? Okay, continuing on.
Where's Sylvie?
Never trust a fucking wildling.
Hear me roar. Okay, should have paused a little early, but oh well. So, yeah. So, sorry, it's just those two that are the bastards. And, you know, those other ones must be the wildlings that went to go find the grove. And, yeah, they're being controlled by blood magic.
Looks fresh. Looks like they didn't make it to the block.
Teeth.
Oh, God. Those are human teeth.
Oh, dearie me. I see you out there. Could be a good bashing weapon. I see there's someone outside the door. Hold on.
Ugh, disgusting.
Oh, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Rats. They're everywhere in King's Landing.
Jailer! Please.
Shut it!
Please come here.
Who are you?
Hello? Excuse me?
What do you want? Can you get me out of here? Because if not, I don't want to know.
Hey, no talking.
Let's have
Jailer.
something.
Jailer, come over here.
Oh, don't you start again.
Why don't you come here for a moment? We can have a little chat about it.
God's woman, I said shut it. Or I will come in there, and you won't like what happens.
Well, what do you want then? Tell me, please.
You to shut
I'll
up.
do anything. Just tell me. Bastard!
What are you in for?
Before the day's over, they'll take us straight to the block. So don't give me that look. You can leave the judgment to the Father, whatever gods you believe in.
I wasn't giving you any look.
Don't deny it. I saw the disgust in your eyes. As if you never did anything you were ashamed of.
Oh, where do I begin?
I have a son. A little baby boy. I think of the smell of his skin. His tuft of brown hair. There is nothing I wouldn't do. Nothing. Just to hold him again. You think I give two shits about your judgment?
No.
What would you do in my place? I'll never see him again.
Your family needs you. Nothing else
I was gonna say tufts of brown hair. When they really highlight brown hair, it's usually because it's a Baratheon bastard. So I'd like to think it's like maybe she was locked up for that for one reason or another, even though the bastard would probably be dead already. But just a thought.
Please take me out of here.
Mira, making friends already, I see.
I feel like we're being led into a choice.
Be quick. We'll be coming back for her next.
For your trouble.
Oh, no.
Come on, you.
No. Please. Wait. No. Get off.
Shut your fucking mouth.
They'll be here for you soon. You don't have much time.
What are you doing here, Morgren? Come to rub your triumph in my face.
What are you up
front,
to?
Lady Mira.
Why even bother?
I've come to make you an offer. I was thinking about what you said, and I've come to the conclusion you're right. Ludd will likely ruin every forest under his control. Only foresters know how to really work ironwood. That's useful. And then I realized there's something much more valuable than your knowledge of trees, Mira. Your name.
Ooh.
I want you as my wife.
Okay.
Your wife? Do you do all your wooing in cells? I'm new to courting, but I imagine less violence and intimidation.
Wars are won and lost in the marriage bed, Mira. Kingdoms too.
Ooh.
And I want my own kingdom. I'll start with an old and noble house, with a keep like Ironrath. It may not be the grandest castle in Westeros, but it's a start.
Why would I do that? What's in it for me?
You keep your head, of course.
Yeah.
And I'll get you out of here. But
God.
if you don't value that, think of your bloodline, your precious Forrester legacy. This is your chance to make sure it carries on.
What are you talking about?
2 of your brothers are already dead. That idiot Ludd will take care of the rest. One way or another. And it won't take me long to get rid of the harebrained fool myself. I'm sorry, Mira. None of your family will survive. Ironrath will fall to you. And through marriage, it will become mine. A holdfast in the north can only help my ambitions.
If all this happens, I want revenge against Ludd.
I mean...
Promise me he dies.
Let me be clear, Mira. You're in no position to make demands. It's fitting our betrothal begins in a cell. I'd say it's a perfect symbol for the rest of your life.
You plan to keep me locked up?
Well, perhaps not literally. If you play your part and produce my heirs.
God, this is gross. Jesus. Okay.
The murder of a Lannister guard can't go unpunished. But I can get you out of here, Mira. One word from me, that Cole boy takes your place on the block.
God damn it.
All you have to do is agree to marry me. You'll give up your power. You'll give up your ancestral home. But you'll be alive.
God damn it.
So, Mira, what do you say?
Son of a bitch. Okay. Honestly, it's like, okay, maybe, but then he throws Tom in there. It's like, God damn it. That sucks. Because on one hand, there is one side of me that's just like, if we take the deal and we still make it out, you know? I get it. This is such extortion. But if Ludd goes down, if anyone else can survive, well... yeah, if anyone else can survive except maybe Talia, because, you know, okay, I'm just thinking, it's like, how would the line of succession work? Either way, if anyone can survive, even Ryan, yeah, then we cut him out of the deal, and maybe we can get him out. But that might be who knows how long, who knows when to start. That frickin' sucks. And that is such a horrible position. That is definitely one of just sort of like, death would be the best solution. We can't. We freaking can't. Ah, that sucks. This is cruel. Okay. Again, my thought, it's like, no, that is such a horrible... we're going down. That is horrible. That is like, yeah, we're in a cage. We can't escape. We lose our head right now. We save Tom, who's really helped us. And you know they're not going to have him die off screen. They are going to make you stare at him in the look him in the eye while his head becomes detached from his shoulders. But God, it's like, again, if anyone else can survive, that is a horrible gamble. But maybe it'll work. And it's like, it's what Mira said. At this point, it's like, do anything to survive. That sucks. I feel so bad. And again, my basis is just sort of like, if anyone can survive, maybe we can weasel Mira out of this, even though maybe we can weasel her out of this. Even though he's probably gonna, you know, bed her immediately, and maybe, you know, she'll be forced with the kid one way or another. This sucks, but I want her to live. God damn it. Too many Forresters have died. I feel so bad. This is horrible. This is horrible. I'm sorry, Tom. I almost pressed the wrong button. God damn it. This sucks. I feel horrible about this decision. This is one of the worst. Ah, that is so gross. But I want her to live, and maybe there's a way she doesn't have to live in complete misery. Maybe there's a way.
She won't get far.
I hope for
Not
the
out
best
here.
for her. I really do. I'm so sorry, Mira.
Sylvie!
Easy.
He's my brother! I wasn't
Oh, they're gonna
finished!
turn Cotter into a slave.
When you're finished here, come see me. There's something I must show you.
I don't trust these people, Garrett.
Which was why I had to see Cotter. He's not well.
And he won't live much longer.
I need to see him. Is he in there?
There's a reason I wanted to talk to you. I need you to do something for me. I didn't want him to suffer anymore, Garrett. Just to ease his pain, but... that's when they found me.
She's slipping him Nightshade.
The Nightshade. I need
Put him out
you
as-
to be the one to end his suffering.
God
It's
damn.
our way, Garrett. You have to feed it to him. I'm trusting you to do this, Garrett. You're the only one who can.
Yeah.
I will. You can trust me. I'll do the right thing.
Thank you, Garrett. He's in so much pain.
And I have a feeling he's going to be used as a puppet if we don't do this. If he's even able-bodied enough to be one, but I don't like what blood magic she can use on him. If not using him as a sacrifice for something, because Game of Thrones. I mean, it works so well for, you know, the Lord of Fire. Lord of Light, you know what I mean. It works so well when you use magic to get his aid. Every time. Christ on a bike.
I did everything within my power to help your friend. But I'm afraid it's too late. Nothing can save him now.
Sylvie told me.
Nightshade? What are you going to do with that?
What do you think?
You realize it's deadly. And has no place in here.
I promised Sylvie I'd give it to him. To end his suffering.
I don't know what that wildling told you. But that will kill him and taint his blood.
Why is that part relevant? Jesus.
Garrett, is that you?
It's me, Cotter. I'm here.
Where's Sylvie? Oh, I want to see her. Where is she? Did something happen to her?
Don't worry, she's right outside. She sent me to help you.
I thought they took her away. Remember your promise, Garrett.
I have not forgotten, and I'm fulfilling another one.
Ah, you have to protect Sylvie. Ah. Cotter. Oh. I can't bear it anymore. Oh.
He's been incredibly brave. A lesser man would have died days ago. But I suppose you already knew that about him.
Cotter's a fighter. Always has been.
I can see that. But now you can use his death to give his life meaning. This was always intended for my father. It's a sacred symbol of the power of the North Grove. Forged from iron.
Sorry.
The handle made with ironwood from this very tree. In my father's absence, you speak for House Forrester. It seems only right that you should have this now. You're here for a reason, Garrett. It's no accident they sent you.
I promise. I'll make Lord Forrester proud.
Jesus, sorry.
I know you'll do what's necessary. Your friend is dying, but his life is too valuable to waste. Give me his heart. His beating heart. And his death can have meaning. We can use it for a greater purpose, Garrett. An ancient ritual to help harness the power of the North Grove.
But...
We must do this, Garrett. I fear what might happen if we don't.
Why me? Can't you do it yourself?
Not alone. I'm far too weak. You saw what happened after the fight. My warriors, they're pulling away. Please, I need you to do this. For me, for the North Grove.
Ready. Gareth. I can't take it any longer.
End his suffering. Use his life to make us strong, Garrett. Give him that poison, and his blood will be useless.
Use him for blood mag. I mean, I'm just gonna pause here. The thing is, I'm giving him the Nightshade. That's just what's happening. Because, yeah, it's like, the blood magic, dicey, and it's like, what? Are we gonna make it in time for the war back home? I don't think so. Have a bunch of mind-controlled blood slaves? I don't know if that's gonna work. It's just,
use his blood to give us
we made
strength.
multiple promises, and we're gonna keep one so we can make the other.
But I can't do it. Cotter's my friend. I wouldn't be here if not for him. And I have to respect what Sylvie asked me to do.
Then so be it.
Thanks for getting us here, buddy. I got her. Like always, you can count on me. Yeah, with that, this is going to explode.
Fulgor and Vicenair.
I was gonna say, can't use one of them?
We must burn the body.
I mean, that's also to prevent White Walkers, but you know. Fire and blood.
In the name of the king, I hereby sentence you to death.
Yeah, God, I'm sorry, Tom. I am so goddamn sorry.
Get over there! This boy has been charged with murdering a loyal servant of the king. Who here bears witness to his crimes?
My betrothed can speak to them.
God damn it.
Is this true, my lady? My lady! Then in the name of the king, I sentence you to die. Lady Mira, please! Please, this isn't right!
I know it's not, buddy. I am so sorry. I'm sure I'm sure I'm in the minority on this decision. I am positive.
I have a busy day ahead.
I'm sure it's even less about people, like, you know, trying to resist him or keeping Mira alive. It's all about Tom. I am so sorry, buddy. I feel bad. Again, that is such a gross decision. I'm sure I'm in the minority. It's like, I just want Mira to make it out. I need somebody to make it out. Anybody.
Your fighters are in place.
Even though she's going to have a miserable life
Once they're all
unless
seated
we
at the table,
win somehow.
Give the signal to strike.
Remember, no matter how much they might provoke you, we must let them think they've won. That's them. Here we go.
And now you're here.
Clever. Send the girl first. Don't let her play with your head, little brother.
The collateral.
Lady Forrester. My apologies for arriving unannounced. I was hoping I might have a word in private with Asher.
She's going to convince us to not murder everybody. God damn it.
I think we can agree these are not ideal circumstances.
Agreed.
But these are the circumstances we find ourselves in. I know how you must feel, Asher. What your family has suffered, it's unimaginable. Which is why the bloodshed must stop.
I agreed to your father's terms, didn't I?
You did. But I know you, Asher. You're not the one to roll over so easily. You don't like being pushed into a corner. It's not in your nature.
It would be a lie if I said otherwise.
I appreciate your honesty. I'll need that from you if this is to work. You have to understand. I've risked everything to bring peace between our houses. To meet with Roderick in secret. To tell him of the traitor within these very walls. To make sure no harm came to Ryan as our ward. All while persuading my father that bloodshed would end if we were to wed. I have no ulterior motive. No hidden agenda. Just peace. Once and for all.
I'm sorry, but I don't trust your father. He ordered the ambush. He'd just as soon slit my throat as see us wed.
That was before. My father would never betray my trust.
God, I want to believe you. I really
Truth be
do.
told, my father's scared of you.
Is he?
With Roderick, he knew who and what he was dealing with. But you, he thinks you're dangerous. You proved as much when you attacked his men.
They came after us.
I know. And that's all in the past now, I promise. We can make this work, Asher. This is our one chance. Together we can control the future of our houses. Just promise me, when my father and brother walk through that door, nothing will happen that could threaten that future. Our future. I need your assurance. Nothing will happen.
I hate it. I know I keep kowtowing to the White Hills, just like I want to believe her so bad, and I can't
at this
guarantee.
Point, it's in the hands of the gods.
Begging your pardon, my lord. I'm afraid Lady Forrester requires your help.
Of course.
I should go.
I know she's trying. I earnestly believe she's trying, but god damn it.
Does my mother need?
Sorry, my lord. It was the best I could think of. But we have everything in place. How should we proceed?
Again, I'm trying to think. I know it's never worked before. I want to think Gwen will do good by us the best we can. At least with her. Maybe there's some convincing him, but I don't know. It probably won't work. Griff is a wild dog. Lute is a bastard. But if there's still a home for Mira to come home to... I'm making so many bad decisions. I wouldn't survive in a world like this. I'm trying to do what's like, maybe it'll work. Maybe the best case scenario will happen. And it just goes horribly wrong every time. And I just want things to work out. But I totally bet, what's going to happen is like, even if we agree and things go off without a hitch and we totally give in to the White Hills, someone's going to snap. If it's not going to be, Ryan who just, like, stabs Lude or something and, like, gets a kill in, and then everything goes to hell. Counting on you, Gwyn.
The plan is off. I'm gonna marry Gwyn.
Of course, my lord. I will see to it at once.
That face makes me think he won't listen. That face suggests, like, nope, we're doing this without him. This sucks. This sucks so much. Everyone's dead. This sucks.
Alyssa.
I feel horrible.
I'm sorry it's come to this, but at least it's done.
Where's my son?
Right to it, then.
Mother!
I want Ryan safe first.
Oh, my baby.
Enough blubbering. You can have him back when we've hammered out the details of your surrender.
God damn it.
Lord Whitehill.
Asher. Now, who'd ever have imagined this? You welcoming me into your hall to drink your wine and call me father.
I hate this so much,
I thought
but
I'd seen the last of you when Gregor shipped you off to the other side of the bloody world.
You honor us, Lord Whitehill, with your presence.
I feel
And with
horrible.
this union.
Honor you? I didn't take you for an arse licker, Forrester.
Father, don't bicker. Asher's showing you respect.
Somehow I doubt it.
Would you like to sit down, Lord Whitehill?
Aye. And get me something to drink. I'm bloody parched.
We thought you'd like to sit here, Lord Whitehill.
I'll sit there. Thank you very much. In the Lord's chair. It's not like your father wanted your worthless ass in it.
Our hall is yours, Lord Whitehill. Make yourself
This
comfortable.
sucks.
Of course it's my bloody hall. But you're too ready to give it over. Your false smiles don't fool me, Forrester.
Calm down, Father. Asher's just showing you the respect you deserve.
Ugh. Sorry, this sucks. I hate this. I'm gonna say we tried, but what's absolutely gonna happen is Duncan is gonna call the ambush anyways, and it's on. Oh, maybe not. Something's gonna
Asher,
snap.
What's going on? Our opportunity is slipping away. Asher, what have you done?
I've made up my mind. I'm gonna marry Gwyn.
What? Why would you do such a thing?
I know.
We had a plan. Now everything is at risk.
I trust Gwyn. She promised me we could make this work.
Asher.
Is everything all right?
Fine. Thank you. You cannot let this happen. I refuse to stand by and watch you throw away everything.
What are you two on about? I thought this was a celebration. Yet here you are, bickering like children. Over what?
Father.
I will not be silenced! Something's not right.
I'm sure Asher can explain. Everything's fine, right?
Let me be clear. Gwyn and
I should have said.
intend to marry. We will be wed, as promised.
This will be the ruin of our house.
That's
Mom?
enough, Mother.
I know. That checks out. Yeah. Now it's all gone to hell. Gwyn, I truly tried. I really did.
Duncan! Get my family out of here!
Yeah, I figured it's all hell to break loose no matter what. Gwyn, I tried. Please believe me, girl, I tried. I really did.
Forrester scum!
I really gotta scratch my eye now. if anything, we're probably going to get an option to, like, spare or kill Griff, and that could make or break certain things with Gwyn. The button popped up. He's done.
For my brothers!
I wonder if we just did nothing, if something could have changed, but checks out. We're all dead.
So different.
My lord, the Whitehill force is upon us.
I'm sorry, Gwyn. I really tried. We're all dying here. This is the end of House Forrester. Like I said, I speculate it's like, yeah, everyone's probably going to die in the end, because if there's nothing left of Forrester, they can't be involved in, like, the story. All that's left is Mira, my poor girl.
Kill them all! Kill the fucking Foresters! Take down the gate!
We can't fight that many! We're doomed!
If they breach the gate, we're done for! We can't fight the entire Whitehill army!
Cocky bastard with a Skyrim helmet.
Get them to safety. Of course.
I won't abandon you, not again.
Please, Mother.
There goes Asher. Like the others, he's going down swinging.
Asher! Our lord is here! Round to your lord! He's here!
Maybe we can stop the gate from crumbling and maybe the others can make it out.
My lord, your command.
We have to retake the gate!
Yeah, everyone, all the civilians are dying. I'm sorry. Guys, I'm sorry. I truly am. That hurts.
This is the war you promised, Mr. Rossi.
It's not over yet!
To Asha!
I feel bad getting the civilians wrapped up in this, but that's how it goes. Nice, brother. Brother. I meant to say bro, and I just like booted it. Ironwood shield, go!
Keep up the arrows!
The cowards have us pinned. Good idea, Westerosi. Let's give those fuckers a welcome to remember.
I'm sure we'll have the option to kill him and Gwyn's gonna step in. I don't know. I'm making all the guesses.
Asher Forrester, you've come a long way to die.
You're no Dovahkiin. Get out of here. My hands are so sweaty because it's so hot. It's like I don't want to make any mistake whatsoever. I can joust, don't even need a horse.
Let's see you live up to your reputation.
I'm doing this all injured. That's how much you guys suck.
Rally to your lord!
You know, if you just swung your sword, you might not die from whatever's happening next.
Let go of my son! Forrester!
Oh, there goes Mom. God damn it! Are you kidding me? He's not gonna make it. That's too bad of an injury. Really twisted in there. God damn it.
My son.
It's over. We're noble sixing again. We tried our damnedest. I don't think there's... This is probably how it ends no matter what you do, but I still feel horrible about all the decisions I made to get here.
Iron from ice.
Duncan!
We have to get you out of here!
I'll be damned if I let another lord die on my watch.
I can't run.
I can't run.
You must survive, Asher. For the house. For all of us that fought this day. Now!
God damn it. Hopefully they got Talia and Ryan out. Anybody else get out? I was gonna say, real tragic if they don't even escape and Duncan sacrifices for nothing. Man. Again, I'm sure this is how it ends no matter what. The Foresters cannot be relevant to any story after this. So it's like, this is how it ends. Winter is coming. This is how it ends no matter what. I still feel bad about every single decision that got me here. New milestone reached? Oh, my trophy leveled up. I was like confused, like what the hell is that? Oh. And now his watch is ended. This sucks.
You did the
This
right thing.
sucks.
I did what I had to do.
He was your friend.
I feel so bad. Mira was better off dead. There's so much I feel horrible for. I'm sure I made I made not unpopular decisions, mostly, but I feel like in the end, I'm in the minority on a lot of things. I bet I'm in the minority with Mira's decision. I'd be surprised if the majority did get her, did that.
Your arrival has changed everything. Even though we've been preparing for it all our lives. Now we don't have much time. We were sent here for a reason. To protect the North Grove. Winter is coming. And we have a role to play in the war to come.
Oh, you guys will never be relevant again.
Wanted us to stand by and see House Forrester fall. Not while we can still do something about it.
It's
a little
too
late
late
for that.
to reach Ironwrath. It may already be lost.
Gregor trusted you for a reason. You know defending House Forrester is the right thing to do.
You're the one they sent, Garrett. You should be the one to decide.
House Forrester needs our help. So
Yeah.
we'll gather our forces
I mean,
and
it's
march
over.
south.
We know that, but it's like, this is why we were here.
May the
This is
gods
what...
guide us and protect us.
Yeah. If anything, maybe with what we do, well, I don't know what we can do, but maybe there's something we can do and at least take the White Hills out that have to conquer the area. I don't know. I don't know. Talk about real late to the party. Probably protecting this place would be more important, but at this rate, it's just sort of like, we might as well try everything we could. Can't say we didn't try.
Forrester. They were nothing but Stark loyalists. And the Starks are dead. Are you listening, Reek? Father wants to make sure they bend the knee. And what do I find? A child lord. Ethan the Wise. With some parasite by his side.
It was Ethan the
As if I'd
Brave.
come to
I gotta
negotiate.
shut up. Ignore that
I
notification.
thought, oh,
I don't even talk to that person anymore.
this is going to be fun.
Mira was so devoted when we first came to King's Landing. That day Cersei dragged her before the throne, Grandmother, I was actually worried for her. But she didn't have any trouble swearing loyalty to Joffrey right in front of me.
Well...
Then she had the audacity to go behind my back with Tyrion, when I'd clearly forbade it. There was no thought of how fragile my position with the Lannisters was. And now, with all that's happened, the gods know what Mira was doing behind my back. Grandmother, it makes me question if she was ever loyal to me at all.
What did you ever do for me, really?
Myself in Garrett Tuttle. I thought I could trust in him, Sam, but I was wrong. He gave me his word.
This is an interesting recap.
True to the vows he'd made in the Godswood. Yet before a day was out, a brother was dead atop the wall. I needed his sword at Craster's. I defended him to Frostfinger, and it cost me. Whatever happened up there, a man of the Watch doesn't run away.
Who should return then? But another Lord Forrester. Roderick. Back from the Twins with balls so shrunken he let Griff Whitehill beat him into the mud in his own yard. Reek, I had to come and see this walking tragedy for myself.
Ugh.
But he didn't even have the courage to stab me with my own blade. then. He killed the man who betrayed him. I was rather starting to like him.
There's a time and a place for stuff like that.
Roderick, the savior who couldn't save anyone.
Yep.
There was something about Asher Forrester. You would have liked him, Miss Sandai. He was rather earnest, I suppose. But he had heart, fighting with a former slave by his side. Asher needed my help.
I mean, I'm sure she knew, but it's because we didn't admit it to it.
I tested him. But I was disappointed. He seemed a man who cared of nothing more than the moment. But afterward, his uncle told me the truth. That Asher had been protecting his friend, a former slave. He had gave up all he came here for to protect her secret. He earned my respect in the end. If not my help.
Uh-huh.
Loyalty. Friendship. Respect. Without them, we have nothing. I think, in the end, Mira came to understand that, Grandmother. She could so easily have turned on Sarah to protect herself. But instead, what she did, it took grace. If you're fierce enough, you leave King's Landing with your honor intact. Mira has proven that. But at what cost?
Big one. That I feel bad
I could
about.
have told you this
Again, I'm sure I'm in the minority of that.
happy ending. Roderick dead, his mother dead, his little pile of timber in ruins. I just wish I'd been there to see it.
That Bolton bastard let their upstart houses go to war, Father. I'm not unfamiliar with these Forresters. Stubborn to the end. They were clever, I'll give them that, but far too sentimental.
Uh-huh.
Ruled by emotion when they should have been smart.
Yep, that sums me up. That sums up my playstyle.
When will these Northerners ever learn? The Starks are dead. The war is over. And they lost.
I don't know if it could have gone any better. Maybe it could have. Elected Duncan Tuttle as your sentinel for his diplomacy. Abandon your strategy to align with Gwyn Whitehill. I didn't abandon... Okay. Well, okay. Help Cotter end his suffering. Kept your integrity, but lost Marjorie's favor. Submitted to Griff for the sake of peace. I don't like any of it. I was gonna say, is that even the end? Is that just all we got? I was gonna say, are we gonna get a where are they now for everyone else? I'm sure Talia and Ryan didn't make it out. I am definitely not gonna survive this.
Asher?
Asher.
Oh, thank God.
We have to hurry. I saw what you were trying to do. They wouldn't listen to reason.
I tried. I really did.
Overcome this.
I put my faith in you, Gwyn. I feel like you were earnestly trying to. It just wasn't enough for us. Our earnesty together was just not enough. Right, she's got Ryan. I forgot. He is going to be so vengeful. He's going to crack. Sentinel. I suppose we're not even going to get a peek at Mira's fate. Lord of Ironwrath. The Platinum, because Telltale games are pretty easy to Platinum. All you gotta do is play them. Okay, no sign of Mira. Oh, God, I feel horrible about that. Like, okay, maybe something could have happened with Gwyn and Talia. Ryan's out there with Beska. God, but everything's gone. Okay, I have to look at the stats. I have to know how badly I messed up. Okay. Where the hell? There it is. Okay, the Ice Dragon. In-game decisions. Did Mira tell Marjorie the truth? She told Marjorie the truth and was dismissed. 61.3. So, yeah, people didn't throw Sarah under the bus, which makes sense. I threw... Okay. Yeah, that checks out. Did Mira accept Morgren's proposal? She agreed to marry him. 24.2. Honestly, I'm surprised that stat isn't 90% refused to marry him. And yeah, she probably would have been better off. I just wanted her to make it. It's like, if anyone can survive, if there's any Forrester can make it, then maybe, just maybe, she could maybe, get a, be okay. She'd probably go through a lot before she, get that far. But it's like, I just wanted Mira to make it out somehow. But it would have been better off if she didn't, maybe. Okay. How did Garrett kill Cotter? Really? I guess, okay, he gave him a merciful death, 39.6. So 60% of people used him as a blood sacrifice. I'm kind of surprised by that. I mean, I suppose just like, we need power, this is already going badly, maybe this can sway things, but it's too late by the time you do that. Did Roderick save Ryan or kill Lord Whitehill? He saved Ryan, 60.2%. He killed Lord Whitehill, 39.8. I mean, maybe if we killed Whitehill, things would have fallen apart, but I don't know if we still would have made it, I feel like it still would have been pretty bad. Oh, wait. Did Roderick save Ryan? Did Roderick save Ryan or kill Lord Whitehill? If Roderick is alive. Okay. Huh. What? Oh, okay. Hold on. Sorry, I'm looking. Okay, so if Roderick was alive, Okay, I'm guessing that... I was wondering, it's like, how would it work if Roger was alive? Was he gonna try forcing the marriage to Gwyn as well, even without Asher? And would that have caused problems with, Elena or whatever? I was curious about that, but it seems like it just would have been a pure knuckle drag-out fight, where... Asher had some leg to do diplomacy because, yeah, he was wild. He couldn't be predicted. But with Roderick, it would have been just more decisive. Maybe just a full-on battle. And we could have either saved Ryan or killed Whitehill. Okay. How did Asher plan to deal with the Whitehills if Asher is alive? Ambush the Whitehills, 45.3. Only... Yeah, well, okay. Yeah, okay, ambush the Whitehills, 45.3. But this is kind of like split up in weird ways, but okay. Most people, people went with, ambushing them. 12.8% tried to call off the plan. I had a feeling it was going to break out no matter what, but we tried because I was trying to do good by Gwyn. It's like, didn't have enough reason to trust her, but I wanted to try. Even though the Whitehills can go, jam the Ironwoods up their rectums. Okay. Poison Lord, Whitehill, Lady Forrester. Oh, really? Oh, she would have sacrificed herself to do it, huh? 26%. Exposed the plan to poison Lord Whitehill, 15.9. So people went with the poison. They were more likely to call off the plan, but I suppose that would be to save Mom. Okay. What did... Oh, come here. What did the North Grove inhabitants decide? They decided to stay in the North Grove, 51.7. So 48.3 decided to abandon the Grove and head for Ironwrath. Yeah, that checks out. I'm just checking something. I'm just looking at stuff. Okay. Sorry, I'm now looking at, like, the variations. Huh. Okay. Sorry, I'm looking. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by like, oh, so if you didn't tell Elena to leave, or Elena to leave, if you have Roderick, she gets dragged away by the White Hills. There's like all sorts of stuff. It's like variations and things. Okay, but interesting. Okay, but you know, they're obviously leaving it open for a sequel. Hold on a second. I'm just pulling something up. Okay, but in the end, that was Telltale Game of Thrones. How was it? It's good. You know, I appreciate its existence now. Like, you know, Game of Thrones, it kind of got in the way in the middle of Telltale's heyday. Because, like, you know, they had so many cool stuff. They had Walking Dead Seasons 1 and 2, Wolf Among Us, and then they took Borderlands, like a shooter series, and made this, like, funny, compelling, like, you know, point and click in that world, and it was so good. But in the middle of that, well, in the beginning, because Tales from the Borderland came out, it was like the highest, like, I can't remember specifics. I thought it was like I remember it vaguely being like the highest rated, like, you know, piece of Telltale at the time, even overdoing Walking Dead in terms of like its, you know, reception. Like, it was big, it was awesome. People who didn't even like Borderlands really enjoyed it. And then Game of Thrones comes out, and it kind of gets in the way, because like, okay, Game of Thrones is big at the time, it makes sense why this exists, and having like this continuity in between, you know, the events of the show and tying that in, you know, this is definitely like a game you need the show for. Like, I wanted to play this without knowing anything about the show. You miss so much context, you miss so much important stuff. You know, actually how they kind of like lay out the connections between like the show and this, it is actually very interesting, you know, how some things layer in. And, you know, maybe with your show knowledge, you'd probably see some things coming. Like, I should have, but it's like, I'm going with the game. It's just like, the show is just a bonus to figure out pieces. Like, realizing it's like, oh, Tyrion's gonna get, you know, caught right when we spent all our efforts making a deal with him, and that makes this whole tense situation. You know, it's like, oh, we see John and actually interact with him, and, you know, we kind of have like this continuity of just like, you know, other stuff. I think it's fun. Like, it's not one-to-one, it's not perfect, but I think it's a fun inclusion, like interweave those together, even if they don't go anywhere really. But I do appreciate that they actually got the actors from the show in this as well, and I think they all did a really good job. But clearly they cost a lot of money, because there are so many repeat voices across the game, like Robin Aiken Downs, Yuri Lowenthal. I wasn't sure. Let me pull up the cast. I had the cast list. I was even starting to think, it's like, I wonder if oops. Sorry, I was starting to think, is this like, hold on, oh, they won't give me the cast list on this one specifically. Well, if I go back. Okay. But, so, yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff here, honestly. Wait, just a second. I wonder. I'm just looking. Okay, sorry, I was looking at the cast list of one of the episodes, but it's not showing the whole cast. But, no, you know, it's like, clearly the show actors spent a lot of the budget, and, you know, so there were a lot of repeat voice actors throughout, which, you know, they all do a great job. Every performance is good. But, you know, it also, like, really shows that's where the budget went, because why the watercoloring looks really cool in a lot of, like, the backgrounds and stuff, it is certainly glitchy, and even the models act a bit wonky depending on the situation. Sorry. And even the models act a little bit weird depending on the situation. So, you know, it's like you can clearly see, like, the budget. Well, even still, even out of this, you can see where a lot of the budget went. It is a little bit janky even for a Telltale game, especially in their middle arc, you know? But it was also weird that this one got, like, 6 episodes compared to the other ones that are usually just 5. So, you know, that was kind of noteworthy about it. You know, and I'm trying to think of more. It's like, there were a lot of cool stuff. There are a lot of some interesting characters, but it's Telltale, and I'm looking it up here, that apparently, yeah, a season 2 was planned. Hold on, I had a specific thing. Where'd it go? Huh. Sorry, I just saw something else. Whoops. I mean, it's possible. Yeah, a second season had been planned, but was placed on hold in 2017 amid restructuring issues at Telltale Games. And ultimately was canceled following Telltale's majority studio closure in September 2018. In August 2019, the company returned, but as of August 2020, no news has been made regarding the series' future. Yeah, there was a season 2 planned, but then, you know, Minecraft Story Mode didn't do great. Guardians of the Galaxy didn't do great. The Telltale Batman games are really good, but yeah, they didn't carry the series. And, you know, the company collapsed because of the crunch, and the deal with Lionsgate famously didn't fall through, or, you know, fell out from under them. And so Telltale's shut down way back when. Man, that's, you know, so many years ago now. That's, thinking about it, it's just like, man, that was 6 years ago. And, you know, Telltale has come back. You know, Telltale, mainly due to, what was it, Robert Kirkman? Is that the name of the Walking Dead guy? The Invincible guy? I should know this. But, you know, Telltale came, you know, stayed afloat long enough to finish up Walking Dead Season 4, which I really got to get to. I got to replay a lot of get some the other Walking Dead games. But Telltale has come back, and now the big thing is Wolf Among Us 2. And I think that will be a decider in seeing where, you know, the future of Telltale games will go. Because if Wolf Among Us 2 does well and kind of like maybe revives, you know, Telltale's brand, even though it's all new people, you know, the studio name came back. It's not the same company, you know, just someone bought the name. But if Wolf Among Us 2 does well and kind of like revives this episodic structure, you know, Telltale, like, here's what our new engine can do, here's what here's how the new look works, here's maybe new mechanics, complete overhauls. If Wolf Among Us 2 does well, maybe that will decide the future of, like, future, you know, Telltale games and series revivals. And, you know, Game of Thrones is kind of like lost its luster, if we're being fair, you know, with how season 8 ended. You know, I imagine going back to that well just isn't viable anymore. But it would be interesting to see where season 2 could go, you know. But it also, like, this deviates so much. You'd have to make whole new games just to revolve around who survived between Roderick and Asher. But it'd be interesting to see. You know, it's like, what does Garrett do now that he's working with the old, you know, the bastards of the, Foresters? You know, maybe there's a way to take the Forester hold back. Maybe there's still, like, you know, things you can do with the White Hills, because there were still 2 sons we never got to interact with. And, you know, what are they? Well, one was out, you know, in, one was in, Jesus. I can't think of the city. God damn it. One was in the capital. King's Landing, sorry. Or Highgarden, I don't remember. One of them was in one of the bougie areas. Another one was out doing something else. And it's just like, there are 2 more high hills that, you know, haven't been answered for. You know, if you got Asher, how are things gonna go with him and Gwyn and Talia? You got Beska, who's got, you know, Ryan. How, you know, they kind of hinted he's vengeful. I really expected he was going to be the one to, like, make hell break loose in the, you know, wedding arrangement, because, like, he is, you know, we got it hinted after Ethan's death, where he's just sort of like, after, you know, before Ethan's death, because just sort of like, no, they're going down. I will get them for what they did to our family and everything else. And it's just sort of like, yeah, Ryan could be like a huge, you know, problem, you know, is not necessarily the word I'm looking for, but it's like, things with Ryan could be interesting. And, you know, now that he's working with a mercenary who knows what that's like, it could be interesting. But yeah, things with, like, Talia, Gwyn, you know, Asher, or if you have Roderick, how things go with Elena. You know, there's so many deviations you can do. It would probably have to be a short series, but I'd like to see where this would go further. And Mira, maybe you could catch up with her if she's alive. That's the thing. I'm sure there were plans to account for, like, all these variations, because, like, so many people died in this. But that's kind of like the thing. Like, this is very in line with Game of Thrones in many ways. Lots of POV characters. Any of them can go at any moment, and then they were just replaced by a new one, bouncing back and forth between, like, the jumping around can be a little jarring, but again, it's in keeping, at least with, you know, it's in keeping with the show at least, which is my only exposure, but still, like, it is very fitting with how that structure works. And, you know, and kind of like in other Telltale games, it seems like the variations don't matter that much. These aren't, like, again, these aren't snowball effects where it's just sort of like one decision turns it into a entirely different game. But, you know, it's just sort of like, it's still like, I like what they did here. Hold on. I'm just looking. Yeah, I was seeing something speculations. Like, there is talk, well, not any concrete rumors. Yeah, there's talk. It's like maybe season 2 of Game of Thrones could be a thing. But again, we probably won't know that until, like, Wolf Among Us comes out. When is that coming out? It should be this year, right? I know, I gotta wrap this up. This is going too long. Just sometime in 2024, that's all it says. Yeah. So Wolf Among Us 2... I'm just looking. Sorry, recent news. Okay. Okay, sorry, looking, like, Wolf Among Us 2 is supposed to be sometime this year. I'm guessing it's probably going to get delayed till 2025, probably midway into it, but it's coming, and I think that will really decide, like, what the future of new Telltale actually is. And, like, maybe, and even if something good does happen, or, you know, even if it does great, and it's great reception, great results and everything, even if Game of Thrones Season 2 does come on the, you know, come up and as a possibility, it's going to take years. But maybe that will be the reason why it comes back, is that the stink of, you know, Season 2, or, you know, Game of Thrones Season 8 kind of, like, goes away. Because if they do that, probably no new no show characters are going to come back, because the actors definitely are too expensive for that. And they probably want to separate themselves to just, like, contain the story. You know, obviously a lot of that overlap was fan service, and a lot of it did kind of work. But if they were to continue this, they definitely got to, like, make it their own thing. But I guess we'll see. There's a lot of places this could still go, but, you know, it's been many years. So if this never comes back, I understand. But I'd still like to see, you know, I'd still like to see the Foresters get their proper dues. Yeah. I'm trying to think of what else to say, but it's like, no, that kind of sums it up. Like, it's okay. How does it rank? I suppose I'm thinking, how does it rank for me? Yeah, this might be better than Batman Season 1 for me, I think. Because, for me, it's kind of like Walking Dead Season 1, Wolf Among Us Season 2, although Season 2... I've not replayed it recently, but I watched ProZD, you know, and his friends played on ProZD Plays. I was gonna play the game then, but I got so wrapped up watching their playthrough, I just, like, I can't stop. I gotta watch this whole thing through. But Season 2 has its problems, but so it's kind of dropped down, but I still like it. Okay, where was I? So, no, Walking Dead Season 1, tippy top, obviously. Wolf Among Us, Walking Dead Season 2, Batman Season 2. No. Actually, no. It'd probably be... I forgot about Tales from the Borderlands. That's my bad. Because it's been a while, but I think that would still be... At least currently what I'm thinking. Okay. Walking Dead Season 1. Wolf Among Us. Tales from the Borderlands. Walking Dead... Yeah, no. I think it'd probably be Batman Enemy Within. Walking Dead Season 2 is kind of like my top 5. I think, you know, fitting with its 6 episodes, I think Telltale Game of Thrones kind of like nestles into rank 6. Because at least it's like very tense and very interesting. Batman Season 1 is good, but it's kind of like the build-up, you know. Season 1 is good, but Batman Enemy Within just does so much more going with it that the first game is just kind of like setup, you know. But yeah, so again, they're not bad. It's just like, yeah, it ranks low because it's, you know, it's just okay. So, and that's kind of the, like, a lot of this, like, is just okay, but I think it does a solid job. This isn't, I don't know if this is anyone's favorite Telltale game necessarily, unless you're just like a big Game of Thrones fan, and I'm sure there's probably something out there. There's probably a huge forum post about like, here's all the book the inaccuracies to the world building and lore from the books and the show. But whatever. It's just like, I'm sure it's a thing. Don't really care about that. But you know, I don't know if this is anyone's favorite Telltale game unless you're a big Game of Thrones fan. But it's still pretty solid. You know, I think this got really dismissed back in its day because it was like, it feels like it's trend chasing. It got in the way of some other projects, and it just kind of like people lost interest into it over time. But I think it's pretty solid. Even if you've seen this all the way through, I think you should give this a shot. But anyways, I think that's kind of where it ends. I've rambled on long enough. So with that, yeah, I'm trying to think of what else to say. Iron from Ice. So, with that being said, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe and all that. This is Timmara, signing off. And thank you for watching me play Telltale Game of Thrones.